season. And up next, it's Deshaun Watson. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Condors and the Antlers. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. We got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is at.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
He connects with Jordan Addison. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Motion man set right. Herbert now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Antlers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
Ray McLeod on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback, first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Watson. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Watson. Taking off.
On 3rd down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the first down.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Now, this looks like a design run. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up. Dobbs. And he's in. Joshua Dobbs. Touchdown, Condors. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Antlers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Second down and 8. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On play action now, Herbert. The catch is made, it's Agnew. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Antlers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Antlers are on top. It's now 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Condors offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A give here to Pacheco. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Dobbs. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
Working free downfield, it's Thielen. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On play action, it's Watson. Buda Baker with the coverage defensively, able to break that one up. Mooney in motion. A play fake. Now Watson to throw. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. To throw on second down is Watson. He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Now a timeout for injury. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time with Pacheco. And he will dive into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Condors. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Antlers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That caught Tony Pollard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll put Addison in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert. Open man, he's got Agnew. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Herbert. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The Condors offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Off play action, here's Watson. He's got it! And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Catch made by Thielen. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Johnny Newton, rookie out of Illinois, there to bring him down. They'll motion over Thielen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down, and here comes 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Condors will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Antlers offense ready to get back at it. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the play off on 3rd and short. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This fielded inside the 35. The Condors offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after after the halftime break because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down. Here's Watson. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able...
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number one. 2nd and 11. Watson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Off he goes. They get 24 on that one. That's enough for a first down.
The key coming into the game, anytime you're about to defend a quarterback like this, is it's not so much about rushing the quarterback for a sack as much as it is about rushing a quarterback to keep him in the pocket. He is more dangerous when he's able to escape. Keep the integrity of your rush lanes. Rush as a unit. You can see here, when you don't, he gets out of the pocket, and it's a big play.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Herbert now on 1st down. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st down, Herbert. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Condors offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Third and long. Here's Watson. And this drive is over before it can start. He swallowed it to force fourth down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, fourth down, they'll hand it over to A.J. Cole to punt it. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Antlers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Slot man in motion left. Throwing on first down is Herbert. The catch is made. It's Agnew. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up second down. They'll send the tight end in motion right. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's going to tuck it and go. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, they try Pollard. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. To throw is Herbert. And he's so close to breaking the play, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. They'll run for it, and it's Pollard. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Antlers. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's a 3rd and 10. Watson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a 1st.
Kicking time for the Condors. The punt team is out there. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense. And running back Tony Pollard going to take over once again. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now it's Herbert. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Draw play. Here comes Pollard. And he's up past the 35. He's got a 1st down. He's putting down at the 37.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Now Herbert on the bootleg. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a 1st down.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's to Kincaid once again. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Herbert now on first down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Herbert to the air again. Now he takes off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The defense has got it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw is Watson. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. They'll pick up 23 on that one, and that will be a first down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
3rd and long. Throwing is Watson. That's complete on the tight end screen.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's going to let one fly for Addison. That is caught. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Antlers. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and quarterback Deshaun Watson getting set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. It's a touchdown.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Pass's kick is good, and the Condors go up by 3. It's 27-24. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Herbert. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack. Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He'll try and get there on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing, Herbert. Open man downfield is Brown. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's enough for a 1st down. Now, Herbert. He's got this on target to Addison. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Sending a receiver right. Herbert to throw. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Madison. And he will power his way into the end zone. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Antlers. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Antlers have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the gun, here's Pacheco. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. It is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. He'll try to run for it. Now a timeout for injury. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Algier.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Nice catch here by Theo Johnson, the young rookie tight end, and I really like his upside. I think he's kind of a long, rangy guy. He's got a great catch radius, and he can really get vertical downfield. One of only 5 FBS tight ends last year, Mike, with 7+ touchdowns. So I think the Giants have a chance here to develop him and give Daniel Jones another offensive weapon as they look to get this thing back on track.
They'll run with Algier. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Algier. Not much there. Maybe a yard. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returnable for Rager. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Shotgun now for Herbert. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. The catch is made. It's Agnew. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out, and this game is over. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.